So we've now had a delivery of a new air filter, genuine Suzuki air filter, and the lanyard kill switch to go on the back for when the kids are first using it. So it looks like we're going to have to take the seat and everything off again to fit the air filter. So we'll get that in, and then we need a slight little adjustment on the carburetor to make it run right, because when I did manage to get it going, it wasn't quite running right, because when I went down the side of the house, things it's just occasionally it did cut out and it wouldn't run without the carb on, the choke on. So we need to do a slight little adjustment to get it running right. So we'll get the air filter in first, and then we'll have a look at doing that. So with my little assistant, we put the air filter back in and put the seat back on. There is a little ring that should hold the air filter in, which is missing from it, I've just discovered. So perhaps have a look at getting one of them another day, but at least it's got an air filter in it now. So if we get it started up and warmed up to temperature, we can have a look at adjusting the carburetor. Yeah?
Yeah, and then we'll be done. Then we can ride.
So as you can see and hear, when I put my thumb on the throttle, it bogs down a bit. So this obviously needs the fuel mixture adjusting slightly, and also it ticks over a bit quickly sometimes, but then now it's getting warmer, it seems to bog down and stop. So we'll have a little play and see if we can get it running and idling a bit better. So I think I've got it at a bit of a better position. I don't think it's anywhere near perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. So if we have a look, it seems to idle a bit better now. I think it's going to need some finer adjustments still, but it doesn't seem to bog down when you first put your finger on the throttle like it did before. It seems to be running all right. So I think it's just a case of trial and error the more that we use it. So yeah, I think we better try the lanyard just to make sure that works, because currently, you can see it, they've got a screw. The previous owners put a screw in just to hold the little push button back. So we'll take that out and we'll put the lanyard in. Just give it a little trial to make sure that that works. So if the kids suddenly go off, they've never ridden a petrol quad or anything before, just an electric gator. So we'll put that on just to make sure that if they go off, well, as much as an LT50 can go off like a scolded cat, obviously if they panic and go full throttle, I can then just pull that out and stop them. So we'll fit that on and just give that a go just to make sure that works.
Do dogs eat worms?
Do dogs eat worms?
Yes.
Don't know. Do they?
I don't know. Do you know?
Alright, let's just try this, shall we? So if we start it up with that pushed in. There you go, take the screwdriver out and stopped it, so that switch is working. So, move your lanyard. Put this on the back, Gillett. go, Alfie. The idea is, look, mate. If you go off, that comes off, look, it stops it. Yeah? So put that back on there, look. So if we start it up.
So what will happen? Will you be holding it?
So Daddy will hold this when you first go on it.
Yeah.
And then if you suddenly panic and go off really fast, but don't stop, look. Ready?
What?
Stop. It stops the engine.
So Daddy, just...
So, as a result,
Daddy,
just need to explain to him exactly what it does. But, so yeah, that will stop them potentially crashing into a fence, house, car, tree, lake, elephant,
you can't
chimpanzee,
you can't crash into those because you don't get those in this country.
discovery.
Of course I
Crash,
won't.
you're going to crash into a tree?
No, I'll never, because trees are
So,
nature.
Yep.
I'll never.
For the sake of £9, I think that's well worth it. So, I think we need to. I think somebody's excited. So yeah, next step I think is to give it another little run just to make sure it goes okay. So just doing that little test up by the down the drive past the car. It still bogs down a little bit, and when I was turning it round, it did try to stall a little bit. So I think it still needs a little bit of a fine adjustment, but it's certainly better than what it was. So next stage will be children to try it. Out, so the brake needs to be on. That in there. Watch your leg. Oh, just untangle this. When it starts, when I say, you just got to press that very gently, okay? Yeah. Trouble, you need to adjust it very slightly, Just go very gently around. Just have a little bit. There, very first go. What was that like?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Have another
Okay, have another go.
Oh my god.
You pull that on, that one.
Let me have a go.
You're already getting a bit confident then.
Run.
Oh, stop the one.